the People's Democratic Party has fixed its national convention for December the 9th in Abuja. The party hopes to get a consensus candidate who could save the PDP from further internal crisis and favorably position them for the general elections in 2019.
Now, last month, the PDP Senate caucus met with aspirants for the national chairmanship seat in Abuja to hear their vision and plans for the party. Let's play you that report, but we warn that it contains scenes with flash photography.
Opposition senators of the PDP are here to meet with the national chairmanship aspirants as a way of ensuring that the party emerges stronger from its December national convention. They are also drilled on their strategies for winning future elections. One by one, the national chairmanship aspirants walked into the meeting venue to face their senators with a view to sharing ideas on political party strategies and management.
No time for experimentation. This is no time for testing trials. If anybody has never been able to manage the platform of this party, it will be inglorious on our part to put that as the chief executive of the party.
The members of the Senate are very passionate about uplifting, about repositioning the PDP ahead of the 2019 elections.
We will cooperate and work very well. It's going to be a wonderful convention.
After the screening, senators of the major opposition party told journalists that the exercise will aid them in arriving at a decision on who to support as a caucus at the forthcoming national convention in Abuja.
As a critical organ of the party, the Senate caucus, I think it is important that we are convinced that only those capable and able will emerge at the end of the day as functionaries to our great party.
We felt that the aspirants should dialogue with the Senate caucus. I believe they're going to be with the caucus in the House of Representatives. We're quite impressed with their discussion with us and their vision for the party.
What we were doing as a caucus was just fact-finding, and we are very satisfied that yes, indeed, our party is really on the way forward. You could see that we have never had this set of very credible people coming out to show interest in running a party. It's not been like this. The transparency is amazing.
Samna Sambu, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, with us in the studio is a member of the People's Democratic Party, Temitope Odwale. Now, it's good to have you join us right now.
Good morning.
Now, we've heard a lot of comments. PDP looking for a consensus candidate. Why is it important to have a consensus candidate when we're talking about an election? And widow politics is the game of, is the issue of settling conflict resolution of who gets what, when, and how. And if we cannot all have the same intention and the same projection, why should they be looking for a consensus candidate?
Yeah, the issue of national chairman is a big business for our party.
Okay.
And don't forget, PDP from inceptions have a way of handling issues like this. And we have, like what you saw now, the Senate caucus have a particular way of resolving this problem. And the BOT and some other fathers of our party has this beautiful way of addressing this issue. Like you said, like you had the Senate deputy president, that we're having credible people that are coming out for the first time in this particular election.
How credible are these people? You have 8 contenders, you have 4 who are facing anti-corruption or corruption allegations right now. Of course, there do remain allegations. I use that word advisedly. You have one who has actually gone to jail or prison, if you like, for corruption, leaving about 3 others who seem to be fresh blood, more or less. So how can you really say that these are credible candidates for the party?
You said someone has been to jail before. Mm-hmm. You see, it is only the court that has the right to pronounce somebody a criminal. And that person you're talking about has been exonerated after that a judgment from the appeal court to the Supreme Court.
Is that not a stain in itself?
Yeah, it depends on the way you are looking at it.
Okay.
the point of the day you are looking at it, if you check the profile of this person you are talking about, is the most experienced among these aspirants. We are from vice chairman Southwest. He became the vice chairman the whole of South. At the time, he became the deputy national chairman of this party. So he started from the foundation of this party, and is one of the pioneers of this great party.
Let's not dwell on that to look as we're projecting a certain candidate over the others, as the case may be. But going into the issue, you said earlier on that the party chairman is a big deal for the party. It's a big deal. What makes it a big deal to be the chairman of the party?
You are talking about the management committee of the party at the national level. So it's a big deal for the party, especially now that PDP is the opposition in Nigeria. And we want to take over the power from the ruling government. So the caliber of person that will be in that #1 seat really matters to us. It has to depend with somebody that has vision for this party, somebody that can restore the lost glory. So it's a big business for us, and we cannot afford to joke with this opportunity.
Okay, so how will all that's playing out now with the ex-governors not agreeing with present governors over a particular or consensus candidate, as it were, and of course the back and forth about a section of the BOT settling for a candidate from the Southwest? How will this affect the fortunes of the party when at the convention in December 9?
That is the beauty of democracy, and at least from one stage to the other. Now we have people coming together to see what they can do, so that we don't want to create any vacuum. PDP has gone through a lot of internal crisis, at least from the issue of Al-Modu Sharif to that of McAfee.
Yes.
And we don't want to experience such situation again. That is why the big men in the party, the big shot in the backy, are trying to come together to look for a way of resolving this problem. So come December 9, you will see the big show.
A lot of analysts have said that when you scout for an arrangement of having a consensus candidate, that is where crisis even grew. Because if everyone goes to the poll, if you lose, you know you lose. But when you're talking about a consensus candidate, some people are saying, let it be this person, and then at the end of the day, there's obviously going to be an imposition of candidate. So is the party not looking for fresh crisis if they're looking for a consensus candidate?
From our acting national chairman, that is the person of Senator Ahmed McAfee. He said it's going to be a level free playing for everybody. So consensus or no consensus, the fact remains that on December 9, PDP is going to have a new leadership. So PDP is a family affair, and we have a way of resolving most of these problems.
That family affair phrase, it's something that doesn't sit well with
a lot of Nigerians.
Many Nigerians, they say it is within this family affair that you have things like impunity, non-democratic practices and all of that. Does the PDP really need a clean break from the past, whether it's in choosing the party chairman, which is where obviously this will really start from? If you don't get it right at that level, your chances of winning back power in 2019 may be very, very slim, don't you think?
PDP, we have learned our lesson from the past.
Have you?
Yeah. I will not allow any mistake to occur again. Prepare, you will see the show on December 9, where the leadership of this party will have a new arrangement, where we are going to have somebody that is competent, somebody that have the technical know and the political will to lead this party come 2019.
All right, it's good to hear you say you've learned your lessons, which is good for democracy on the general, as far as Nigeria is concerned. But Nigerians are still watching, and they have made, a lot of people have made comments to say that PDP has not really come up as a credible opposition, because we remember when it was the other way around, early in 2014, in fact 2013, 2014, before 2015. Do you know how strong APC, was doing all of that to win Nigerians? But PDP is not doing the same thing right now.
We have less than 2 years to the general election. Now, the reason why you have not been having that strong opposition is the crisis between Al-Modu Sharif and that of McAfee. But assume from December 9, where the party will have another leadership, you will see a credible public secretary of the party that will marry what's it called? APC. Arsenal for Arsenal, Chelsea for Chelsea.
That's a very interesting aspect of it. So will this Arsenal for Arsenal, Chelsea for Chelsea have anything to do with, you know, young people, fresh blood actually coming? You're a young man. I wonder, what is the position of the younger PDP members when it comes to, you know, same old, which is what it seems like right now? Are you looking at a clean break from experience, you know, and the technical, you know, skills and all of that you just talked about?
There are other offices.
If PDP is really to, you know, make
progress.
Yes,
there are other offices for the national executive, apart from the national chairman. We have the national youth leader, we have the woman leader, we have the publicity, we have the treasurer, we have other offices. You will see some young and credible Nigerians that will take over this office come November 9. And you can see me, I'm a young man. I was one time a chairmanship aspirant in Lagos here. So the party is giving us the opportunity to showcase what we have now. And that is the beauty of this convention, where you will see young people coming to handle these national offices. And so it's a platform for all of us to excel. But when you talk about national chairman, we don't need any experiment here. We need the most experienced among all of them to handle this office, because the office is #1 seat in PDP. And we need somebody that have the idea what it takes to run as a national chairman. If you are bringing in the young people to come on board now, you are giving room for experiment.
But
and
Nigerians,
that will be too
Nigerians
late.
are being told right now that if they allow PDP to have a shot at it again, 2019, it's going back to Egypt.
Which Egypt are you talking about? We are going to Israel now. The present administration of APC, what did they have to offer Nigerians?
Okay.
Let them come and give us the blueprint of what they have done in the last 2.5 years.
Okay.
And PDP for 16 years, we have so many developmental issues we want to discuss there. So,
all right. Well, Nigerians have that to say yes or no. In fact, they will decide how it's going to turn out, because the ultimate power lies in the hands of Nigerians, who are the voters. Temitope Oduale, thank you very much for coming on the program.
It's my pleasure.
This morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right.